What's up, football fans? Welcome to Frank Football Zone, your home of the latest football news, match analysis, the transfer market, and everything that goes around this beautiful game of football. My name is Frank, and if you love the game, then you're in the right place. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. Let's dive in directly. Enzo Fernandez. There have been so much issues before the World Cup, during the World Cup, and after the World Cup as well. These are players that I can genuinely say, okay, before I get to that point, well, during the World Cup, there were issues about him joining Real Madrid, you know, and these made his agents to misbehave. We saw the way he used to speak, oh, Enzo is looking for life elsewhere. He wants to join a different team. And he had hope. He was 100% that the Spanish giants, Real Madrid, will come in for Enzo Fernandez. Later on, Real Madrid came up with something different, a very big statement saying they are not signing Enzo Fernandez at all. And this because when you look at Real Madrid in the midfield, they have so many midfielders from Raheem Diaz, Jude Bellingham, Camavinga, Chouameni, Valverde. They have Adagula. Recently they signed Bernardo Silva as well. So there is no way they are going in for Enzo Fernandez because they have around seven midfielders. So that is why maybe they came up with that statement. And also the evaluation of Enzo Fernandez, 150 million euros, 120 million euros. I think these are the two reasons that made Real Madrid to stay away from him. And so now that his agent used to speak a lot, he went quiet because he didn't see any team coming in for Enzo Fernandez. But after the World Cup, Manchester City have now come in for him. Remember, City have Enzo Maresca as their head coach, who is a former Chelsea coach, and he has a very good relationship with Enzo Fernandez. So he wants Fernandez at Manchester City. But City are not willing to pay the 120 million euros. But before we get there, remember the issue that Enzo Maresca had with Chelsea before he left. He had a conversation with the board of Manchester City that they want to sign him as Pep Guardiola's replacement. Then for sure they signed him. So it brought issues until Manchester City paid compensation money to Chelsea. So the Chelsea board has that in mind. That's why they want to make it easy for Manchester City. But Chelsea again, they have come up with a valuation of 120 million euros, and it's non-negotiable. And these 120 million euros should be paid tomorrow, 14th of August, on Friday, by 5 p.m. And I know City will depend on, for them to get the 120 million euros, they will have to sell some of the players. And look at the players who are almost departing. This is Rodri and Tijani Reinders, and also Savinho. I believe the transfer of Tijani Reinders and Rodri will facilitate the transfer of Enzo Fernandez because they will get some money and pay Chelsea, then get Enzo Fernandez if that is the deal. Because Chelsea have said by Friday 5 p.m. they are not going to negotiate with any team. So let's wait and see if City will cash in Rodri and Tijani Reinders. But this is my take on Enzo Fernandez saga. There is no need of keeping a player who is not happy. There is no player who is bigger than a football club. No player at all. We've had the likes of the Lampards, the John Terrys, the Didier Drogbas, the Eden Hazards, the Willian, Diego Costa, Fabregas, Peter Cech, Pedro Rodriguez, the likes of Ramirez, Kante. We've had good players. All of them left, but the club is still there. So no player is bigger than the club. And if a player is not happy playing for any team, he has to be sold. So looking at the behavior of Enzo Fernandez's agent, the way he used to speak about going elsewhere, the way he used to speak about, the way they used to prefer teams like Real Madrid over Chelsea, I believe it is the right time for Chelsea to cash in Enzo Fernandez. You know, he's not that top player. Okay, comparing him to the kind of midfielders we've had, the likes of Lampard, Fabregas, Kante. Enzo Fernandez is not anywhere near these players. So I believe they should let him go, you know, because keeping a player who is not happy, he cannot give 100% for the club. He can't play for the badge. He can't give his best, and he might also destabilize the dressing room. So, in my opinion, Fernandez should just leave. But as he leaves, because it's my prayer for him to leave because there's no need of keeping him, and yet he's not happy. But as he leaves, you know, Chelsea need replacements, and there are three players. There's a short list of three players, and this is Adam Wharton from Crystal Palace, Alex Scott from Bournemouth, and Fabian Ruiz from PSG. Talking of Fabian Ruiz, there's a video I talked about him. You can go and check him in one of my videos. Fabian Ruiz brings experience, leadership on and off the pitch. At a club level, this a player who has won everything. From the domestic cups in French Ligue 1 with PSG, two Champions League trophies, back-to-back Champions League, then also the World Cup. So he has been in a dressing room that has won domestic cups. He has been in a dressing room that has won two Champions League back-to-back. He has been in a dressing room that has won the World Cup. You know, this is a player who knows what winning is. He understands what it takes for a club to win any kind of a trophy because he has won everything. He has captained PSG severally. He has captained his national team, Spain, severally. So this is a player who brings experience and leadership as well, on and off the pitch. Remember, we have so many young players who needs to be molded, to be mentored, you know. And Fabian Ruiz, being a bit older, he's in his 30s, he will be instrumental to our young players and also help the coach a lot in nurturing and mentoring these young players. So Fabian Ruiz is one of the players who can replace Enzo Fernandez. The other player is Adam Wharton, Premier League experience because he has played for Crystal Palace for around 2 seasons. His market value is around 100 million euros. You know, this is a player last season he had 39 appearances, he scored one goal and provided 5 assists. You know, one of the best passers in the Premier League. He knows how to pick the pass, how to pick a player, how to take on players. His defensive work rate is top notch, you know. His attacking work rates are also good because providing 5 assists and scoring one goal as a holding midfielder is not that easy, you know. So Adam Wharton is also on the list. In Premier League, he's young but Premier League experience because he has played in the Premier League for two seasons. The other player is the Brighton midfielder Alex Scott. He has been on the radar of Manchester United and Arsenal as well. Last season he had 37 appearances, scored 3 goals, and provided 1 assist. His market value is around 60 euros. You know, it's a bit expensive, but it's not more expensive than Adam Wharton. But again, he's one of the names that can replace Enzo Fernandez. In my opinion, I think we need to go for Fabian Ruiz because of experience and leadership, and winning mentality, you know, because he has won everything at a club level. So my choice is Fabian Ruiz. Let me know in the comment section what is your choice. Who will you first? Do you want Enzo Fernandez to leave? And if you want him to leave, who do you want to replace Enzo Fernandez? Is it Adam Wharton? Is it Alex Scott or Fabian Ruiz? Let me know in the comment section. And the final thing about this video is to congratulate PSG because they have won the Super Cup yesterday. 2-1 win against the English side Aston Villa. 2 goals courtesy of Kvaratskhelia and Desire Doué. They scored 2 goals that helped PSG win the Super Cup. They have won it back to back the same way they won the Champions League back to back again. So congratulations to PSG. I believe they will let Fabian Ruiz go and they will let Fabian Ruiz join Chelsea. Anyway, let me know in the comment section everything I've talked about. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, comment, and share. See you in the next one. Bye bye.